Everyone, look out! The moon is sinking into this purple cottony mass! Oh no! The moon will be consumed by a purple cottony mass! Hello everyone, I am the MoeChicken and this is more Castlevania Symphony of the Night Maria mode. And in the last episode we began our quest through the reverse castle or the inverse castle or whatever it's called. And we are currently in the outer wall. The reverse outer wall, I guess, or something like that. This guy's doing a very impressive trick wherein he causes a rope to become completely static and suspends himself upwards from it, and it's awesome. And then these things are just here. They're just here, and they're invincible, and they're kind of annoying. They're especially annoying if you're playing as Alucard, because fortunately for us, we're playing as Maria, which means we can triple jump, which allows you to easily get up and around these areas. So, like, if you were Alucard, you could usually, like, a lot of the jumps are just barely makeable, or they're makeable if you turn into mist at the end or something like that. But it's a pain. But as Maria, you can just... Oh, yeah. Go ahead and mention this. So, you guys remember in the regular castle, whenever we go to the teleport rooms, there would be, like, a pile of junk on the ground. I don't know for sure, but I think the idea is that this platform is the pile of junk. Because it just raises you up and allows you to teleport. Now, right now, I can only teleport to this one location. I don't get a freebie like you do in the regular castle, so I can only come here. But, yeah, I think maybe the idea is that that's what's supposed to be, or it's just junk. I don't know. Anyway. Run, kick! Yes, we are starting into the inverse castle, and we are looking for the relics of Dracula, which may or may not be present in Maria's version of the game. We will find out. But the various relics are maintained by Dracula's faithful servants, and I think that there is one up ahead near here, so hopefully we will see it shortly. Now, these little things, I hate. What are they called? What are they called? Usually everything that's like like all the skeletons are named whatever they do skeletons. So like soldier skeleton or Nova skeleton or something like that. And these guys are, I don't know, Jack skeletons? Jack Skellington? I don't know. Now that is the way to the long library, the inverse long library, which is the short library. I think it's a funny joke. I'm going to continue to use it. But we're not going to go there because I want to get one of the relics of Dracula because I'm very curious if Maria gets the relics or if she just gets health ups, which would be fine either way. But yeah, these guys are super annoying because they insist on throwing jacks at you, bone jacks, which hurt you because there was no ball to pick up. And they just bounce around and they're annoying, and I hate them. So there you go. And I think this is the way to... Yes, we are about to fight a boss, and I will attempt to do the invincible a couple of times. Come on, I want to get good at it because I need it for later. All right, I didn't get it. We're just gonna go fight it. So inside here we find Frankensteins Monster. Oh, is he ever beefy? And he does his Sonic the Hedgehog thing for some reason. I don't recall that being an aspect of the creature's personality or abilities from the Frankenstein, but I guess it is. I don't know. He just does this. This is what he does. This is his jam, in fact. He just kind of rolls around at the speed of sound. He's got places to go. He's got to follow his rainbow. And then I shoot him a bunch, and he continues to do it. I thought he did other things than this. I actually thought he had a variety of moves. But he seems content to do this. Although he is winning as a result of it. I'm doing terribly against him. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Ha! Nope, just gonna roll around some more. Rolling around at the speed of Frankenstein. Frank, you doing anything? What's the point here? What are we doing? He's just doing this over. You can do it again? Yep, there we go. Alright, normally he's supposed to do other things. This is all he's chosen to do today, so this is what we are going to live with. I mean, he could still kill me, because I could just mess it up. Ha! I killed him. Good job. Byakko is super powerful, and I should really use it more often. Nope, okay, so she just gets the health ups. That's interesting. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah. So in the normal, like as Alucard, you would normally get like a relic. I think he has like he has the eye of Vlad, which is how it's referred to. But instead we got a health up, which is cool. I like that too. Anyway. So yeah, we're continuing through the reverse castle. Now, I said something at the end of the last episode, which might have been controversial. I mentioned that the music in... Oh, hang on. Let me put that thought on hold. See these paranthropi, I guess? Paranthropuses? These enemies. If you have a completed save file of the game on your memory card on the PlayStation version, they can potentially drop an item called the Ring of Varda, which is a reference to Lord of the Rings, although I'm not super sure on Ed. What was the reference? Explain the reference here. There you go. Anyway, I think it's a Lord of the Rings thing. This ring is supposedly a super duper duper great ring, but you can only get it if you have a cleared file. Now, if you've played the game before and you just use the same memory card, then you probably won't notice it, but you can't get it the first time, and it's super useful. So one of the problems with trying to get it is that it's hard to kind of find paranthropi, but that's a really good place to grind for it because there are a bunch there. Anyway, yes. So, getting back to what I was going to say. At the end of the last episode, I said something perhaps somewhat controversial in that I said I did not like the music from the reverse castle for the most part. And the reason for that is that they don't have very many audio tracks for the reverse castle. Like, I think pretty much every area in the regular castle has a unique soundtrack. But for whatever reason, in the reverse castle, they just have like, I think it's just like 3 songs. It's really not very many. Like you have it's not there. Freaking elevator. There's supposed to be an elevator there, but it's not there. Anyway, yeah, let's see. You have the songs playing right now, which I think it's just called like Crescendo or something. I don't know the official names of a lot of these songs. Yeah, I'll take the knife. Well, no, the axe is working out pretty well for this. That hurts real bad if it hits you, so I'm trying to avoid that if I can. What was I saying? Yeah, so there's this song which plays throughout the outer wall, throughout the clock tower, and also in the marble gallery. And in my opinion, it's just not very good. It's just kind of a slowly rising song that just kind of keeps going up forever and ever, and it's the kind, like, this is the kind of song that I would associate with what I call incidental music. I don't know if that's actually the right term for it or not. Oh, jeez. I heard its move. Okay, there we go. Oh, I can kick them. That's fine, then. I can Maria kick them. Maria kick! Very good. Maria kick! Yeah, I refer to it as incidental music. I don't know if it's the correct term, but it's basically music you would use in a cutscene. Or like music that's used to create a particular mood. Actually, I forgot to go to the short library. Let's go back there. And this song, I think, would be really good for that. Like if you were trying to... If you had a part of the game where there was like a conspiracy or something like that, or there was some dramatic event that required you to, like, I don't know, do something really significant or important or something. I don't know. It feels good for that. But it does not feel good for a song you have to hear for a major section of the game. It's very tedious. Now, the song in here, I believe it's called Lost Portraits, maybe? Something like that. This song is amazing. This is one of the best songs on the soundtrack. So I'm not too upset that it's used in 2 places in the castle, but I don't know, I just feel like they nailed it so well with the first castle that a lot of things in the second castle really do feel sort of just tacked on to me, honestly. Like, the very fact that... Oh, geez. Hello, how are you? The very fact that the entire second castle is pretty much identical to the first castle, with the exception of like a couple of hazards and the monsters. It really doesn't feel like they considered it very well, honestly. I mean, it's cool. I'm glad it's here. Like, it's one of the things about Symphony of the Night that I think is really iconic, is the idea that, like, after you finish the first castle, if you do it right, you get to play, like, in a whole second half of the game. That's pretty awesome, honestly. But I don't know. There are things they could have done with it to make it more interesting. Like, they could have made it so that the rooms didn't connect in exactly the same way, or they could have made it so that there were like they had those magically sealed doors. Oh yeah, the Master Librarian's not here, which is fine because he didn't want to talk to me anyway. You know, they had those magically sealed doors at the beginning. Bring those back. You know, add something, because otherwise you're really just kind of going through the castle, and I don't know. I don't like that. Plus, again, music not super great for the most part, except for this song, which is really good. I don't know. I'm really just upset. I'm really just upset that the music's not better, honestly. That's really all it comes down to. I feel like the music could have been better, because they killed it at other places, but not so here. Oh well, that's fine. Let's talk a little bit about the long/short library. So, this is, you know, in both sections of the castle, I love the library. It's one of the more interesting parts of the game for a variety of reasons. One, I think the concept's really cool. A lot of Dracula's castles have, or a lot of Castlevania instances, I guess. Is that the best way to describe it? Because I know that this is a creature of chaos, as Alucard explained. So I don't know how you would describe individual versions. But yeah, several of the instances of Castlevania have libraries in them. But I don't know, this one's really cool. Plus, you know, this is where the Master Librarian is. This is where you get some of the coolest stuff as Alucard. Like, you get the ability to fly here. Anything else cool? That's about it, really. You get the ability to fly here. But, I don't know, it's a neat area. And I like it. And the music is good in both the regular and reverse castles. So it's a cool place. But one thing about it that I actually did not pick up on for a long time is that the monsters in here, for whatever reason, are references to The Wizard of Oz. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, all three of the predominant enemies in this area are references to The Wizard of Oz. Now, I don't know if that was something that was done in post, like it was done during translation, or if in fact it was intended, but I could really see either, because it's just, I don't want to say it's a coincidence, but it does seem sort of coincidental that you have this guy, who is referred to as a scarecrow. You have this guy, which is referred to as the Tin Man, and you have that guy I just beat, who is referred to as the Lion. So you have the Lion, the Tin Man, and the Scarecrow. Except they're like spooky Dracula versions. You know, it's like the Scarecrow is actually just an impaled person constantly jumping around. The Tin Man is like a violent automaton, and the Lion is like a lion person. I don't know. A lion-faced martial artist, I suppose. I don't know. But yeah, I'm not sure that's what was his name? Baum. I remember his last name was B-A-U-M, but what was his first name? L. Frank Baum? I think that's the name of the person who wrote Alice in Wonderland. No, that was Lewis Carroll. I can't go through here. No, I can't do anything about it because I can't turn it to mist. Oh, I'll never get this map completion. I think. Yes. Oh, it's terrible. I don't think there's anything I can do about it. Oh, that's a bummer. I'll just have to look through and wistfully desire the Starlight, which would be in there for Alucard, and it's probably just a regular heart for her. So anyway, yeah. So it's just, I don't know. It's a cool thing that the monsters down here references to. I keep wanting to say Alice in Wonderland, to the Wizard of Oz. Jeez, I really cannot keep my thoughts on Wizard of Oz for some reason tonight. What else? And then there's the other monster. The other predominant monster in here is just called a shmoo. Where are they? They're the little flying head things. It's like a head in a bag. I don't know what it's supposed to be, but it's called a shmoo. I do know that it's called a shmoo, and it's a very funny name. This thing doesn't refill my magic? I thought it refilled my magic. I guess it only refills, Alucard's magic. Okay, go figure. Where's the shmoo? I'm gonna show off a shmoo. Shmoo! Shmoo! Shmoo, where are you? Where are you, shmoo? There you woo. There you woo. Freaking shmoos. They're so they can be super annoying if you are not strong enough to defeat them, because a lot of the time they'll just kind of fly through however you attack them, and then they'll bump into you, and then they'll kind of come around for it again. It's very annoying. Although they drop what may actually be the most broken weapon in the game, the Chrysogrim, which is also known as the Volman Way, if you are familiar with it from later games. It's that weapon that just attacks multiple times in like one swing. So like you swing it once and it makes it does 4 hits. It's awesome. And you get it from shmoos. If you schmooze with the shmoos, they might be willing to give you their awesome sword. I was about to say nothing can stop the shmoos, and then I remembered that that's the smooze, so my knowledge of the My Little Pony movie from the 80s did not serve me well. Oh well. Come here, shmoo. I'm gonna shoot you. Freaking shmoos. So at this point, a lot of this LP will just be me exploring the second castle. Like, there aren't any more surprises, really. It's just... nothing in here seems to be affected by my stopwatch. Except for the lion, apparently. The lion, from what I can see, is affected by the stopwatch, but no one else is. Go figure. The lion will actually drop a weapon called the Fist of Tulkas, I believe, is what he drops. And that's actually a pretty good weapon in Castlevania Harmony of Despair. In this one, I think it's just a fist, honestly. I think it's just another fist weapon, and for the most part, those aren't very good, so there you go. Hello, Scarecrow. How are you? How are you? And something sort of interesting about the Scarecrows, we haven't seen it yet, but there are actually 2 variants of them. There is the one we have seen so far, which I think is supposed to be the male Scarecrow, and then there is another version which I don't know if it's supposed to be female or not, but it's basically impaled in a different way. So the ones we have seen are impaled through the stomach. The other ones are impaled through the, like, kind of through the neck. How do you put it? So the spike basically goes in somewhere in their lower abdomen and comes out their neck, I believe. They're not any different, honestly. They're just sort of, it's like just cosmetically different. Freaking schmooze! Freaking schmooze! Get out of here! I don't mean to use that, and I keep accidentally using it. Alright, I gotta kill this Tin Man. Okay, the Tin Man is also frozen by my clock, but there you go. Didn't I come through here already? Wait a minute, what? Oh yeah, when I came in. Did I already go through this entire place? Hang on, wait a minute. I did! I went through the whole place already. Oh. Man, the long library, or the short library was in fact short. I just did a loop for no reason. Oops, sorry about that. What was I saying? What was I talking about? What was I talking about? Smooze. Smooze. Nothing can stop the smooze. Can't escape it. Can't escape it. Nothing stops smooth. Oh yeah, the other version. So yeah, the spike is kind of like through the gut and coming out the head. And it's pretty grim, honestly. It looks awful. It looks like a miserable way to be impaled. Although I think most ways to be impaled are probably miserable. But yeah, it's cool that it's in there. I don't know. It's cool that there's like a second variant. And it's not, what's kind of funny about it is that it is, despite the fact that it looks completely different, it is still considered a scarecrow. Unlike the Oh, I'm about to die. Hang on now. How am I gonna get through here? Can I do? That's not what I meant to do at all. I was thinking maybe I can use turtle, but I'm just gonna have to try and go through, I think. Oh, jeez, this is not gonna be fun. Ow. Okay. Oh, jeez. No! No! Oh, geez, I went over time. Whoops. Let us go out the evening for pleasure. The night is still young. Well, in the next episode, I guess I will do it again. So I hope you'll come back and watch that. I'm the MoeChicken. This is Castlevania Symphony of the Night. As always, thanks for stopping by.